Hi there, this is Jennifer Thompson with DeviantThinking.com and Hell Yes Resumes. If you're watching this video, you've probably been requested to complete a style board for one of your assignments. So I'm going to show you quickly how you can make your own style board. So you start by going to Pinterest, which is www.pinterest.com. If you already have an account here and kind of know how to work it, up will come many pins with ideas. If not, you will have to create an account. You can do that by signing in with Facebook or with your email, and I believe there's some other options there. But I'm going to assume that you already have a Pinterest board in this presentation. So to start looking and working with a style board and creating an example of that, for me, the first thing I always start with is color, because color is really important for me and my brand. And that's my personal brand that I'm talking about, not my company brand, but they kind of work one and the same. So I'm going to look up the color chartreuse, which is my absolute favorite color. When I type in a color as opposed to an item or even searching for something like the word resume, when I put in color, I get all kinds of options in the one search. And I find it's a really great way to help me find some general ideas to start with, so then I can start digging in a little bit deeper. So when I search on chartreuse here, up comes a great array of different things. And as I look, even just in this first part here, I notice the chartreuse and gray pin. Love those colors and love that combination. So I want to put it on my style board. So I'm going to save that to my board. And to do that, I hit Create Board because I haven't done that yet. And I'm going to name it Example Assignment. Hit Create. And my board's created. Now, one thing that you might have noticed here is the secret. In my case, I said no, I didn't want it to be a secret. Secret just means no one else can see your board. If you really do want to create the style board and keep it secret, so possible employers don't see you putting together style ideas and so on, feel free to keep it secret. And if you want to share that secret board with other people, you can do that too. You need to be following them on Pinterest, and they need to be following you as well to be able to share that board. All right, I'm going to save it. When I click on Save, it's going to give me the option to save it to an existing board or create a new board. In this case, I'm going to create a new board, and I'm going to name it Example Style Board. Now I have the choice to decide if I want to make it secret or not. Secret just means that no one else can see it beyond you and the people you choose to share the board with. So you may want to choose to do this, especially if you're working on a resume and you're going to put resume examples and so on within this board. You don't want to see have an employer see it. If you don't mind people seeing it, feel free to keep it open. That's really what Pinterest is all about, is sharing all kinds of ideas. So I'm going to hit Create here, and it's going to save this pin automatically to that board. Now I'm going to look a little bit more. So I'm going to scroll down and see what other things came up with this color that I really like. Oh, I see a ginkgo leaf. I love ginkgo leaves. That's something that I really relate to. So now that I've done that, it offers that I can save it again to an existing board. It knows the one I last picked and often comes up with that as my first choice. So I'm going to save there. What other things? Oh, I actually really love this fabric. Many of you might not know I'm a textile designer originally, so I love great fabrics. So that's really part of my style as well. And I think I'm going to come back up here to the beginning, and there's this great jacket. So I love that. That actually fits my style as well from even a silhouette perspective. I kind of love those clean lines and tailored look. So I'm going to save that. Now here, I think I want to search on some additional things that could feel like this. So once the pin is up, if I'll scroll down and look at related pins, up come all different great ideas related to this. I love searching this way because I kind of call it going down the rabbit hole. There's lots of things that I can find down here. Let's see, what do I like? Ooh, this dress, that's kind of me. So I want to save it. And again, it's going to save to my board. Again, I can scroll down. This is a little too clean and a little too crisp for me. I do like things crisp, but not quite this formal. So if I want to go and search some more, I just click off of it. Nice. I can search for things like resumes to add them to my board as well. So I get an idea of other styles and other things that I really like. Lots of options here. I love how people use Pinterest to share ideas. So here I'm looking for things that just might be my style. Oh, I love this example of before and after up here because that is the type of thing that I do. Love the boldness and so on, so I'll save that. I'm not really worrying a whole lot about how particular I am in saving them. In this case, you want things you really like and that resonates with you, but you can edit later if you want to, or you can just let it go. So on my profile, I actually have some boards already created that I've created for all of you so that you can use them to search and possibly find things that you really enjoy. So I have one on color. So if you click here, you can choose to follow this board or not, but it has all different kinds of colors within the presentation. So some of them are true color boards and can give you an idea of that. I've even put things of like psychology of color, and so that might be something you want to actually look at the article. Oh, we're going to save this pin here because I really love this geometric pattern. I think it's great, and I think it's something that fits my image as well. So I want to save that. It knows I've saved this pin before because it's coming from my own board, but that's okay because I want to save it to this new sample board. So I'm going to save it again. And again, I can kind of go down the rabbit hole and see what other things come up that's like that I might like and that might fit my style. I actually like the clean lines of this stripe. So I find that somewhat fun. So I want to save that as well. Again, if I want to change what I'm searching for, no problem. I can totally do that. I can come back to the original boards that I have created that you guys can share. Oh, fonts and typefaces. Love playing with fonts and typefaces as well because we are going to do a resume. So it's important to kind of know what's something that you find interesting. These are all pretty general at this point. And you know what? I don't like that. So I want to put in typography. Let's look for typography and see what comes up. All kinds of fun stuff. And I can start to talk about this, what I like. Oh, I like these lines in this New Yorker piece. You kind of see a pattern forming here where I'm creating things that do all kind of work together in some way, and they are part of my style. So I'm pretty versed at knowing my style, and I've been playing with it for a long time. It might be harder for you the first time you go through. You might pick some things and just think you like them, and then later you're not quite sure about it. Oh, this is a great little quote here. Just do it. That's kind of fun. So grabbing that too. So keep putting. You can always edit later. So to edit your board, come back to your profile, and it will show all the boards that you have created. And I want to go to my sample board. And at this point, I can decide if I want to have a pin, delete it. Up here, I can edit, and I can choose to delete the pin from the board. I can tell it where it is. I can add information. Like here, I can say that I really liked it for the geometric pattern. geometric pattern. There we go. All right. So as you can see, it is not complicated to put together a great style board. And it should be a lot of fun. So really enjoy. Looking forward to seeing your style boards